This is the best anime in 2025. No, not this. This is one of a kind. Lazarus, set in a cybernetic future where a drug called Hapuna that was supposed to cure people from sickness and pain. So all your back injury, whatever it is, you won't be able to feel it. What a great invention like this. What does the human race do with it? Wild out and party all day, drowning in hedonism, while only being able to feel the good part of it, but not the bad part of it. Instead of helping people, instead of advancing society, people decide to be degenerates. After 3 years of this drug taking in effect, the man that made it, Dr. Skinner, came back to announce that in 30 days, if you can't find him, well, you're fucked.
I estimate in 30 days, the first users of Hopna will die. But you should all know that I currently have the cure.
Do you think we'll be able to develop an antidote in 30 days? You fool. Well, good luck trying to find me. Oh my god, we're all gonna die! I gotta delete my browser history. I gotta go find my dad.
You've got a visitor.
For me?
We get to meet him, Axel. After getting some info about this guy, we also get to know that this was made from a studio called Mappa. Yep, they had to torture more of their employees. The flow, the smoothness of this man's movement is so captivating. This is some Attack on Titan level Levi animation. After showing us an amazing parkour scene, eventually this man gets caught by the team that she created.
Smile.
We get to introduce to Christine, the hot blonde, Alina, world best hacker, Leland, dumbass kid just tagging along. He should be in juvie, and the black guy. Together they have to catch Skinner, so people don't lose their mind and shit themselves. We get to see where they live. If I was part of a team that had to catch the most wanted man in the world in 30 days, I would expect to be in a mansion. But this sick car though? God damn! They got digging. They start to look at Skinner's resume, his past, his history, what he's been up to. To sum it all up,
we're starting to call him the next Einstein.
That's how he was able to make this disease. Man is a math bioengineering genius. They hop on the whip and started driving to their first location. We found out pretty quickly that these people don't really work well together. Some just don't even like each other at all. What a surprise. A bunch of people from different ages, different backgrounds, different lingo that's forced to be around each other turns out to be a bad idea. But them not being able to work well together makes some interesting scenes. So anyways, they started blasting. And of course, their first mission, they're not gonna find Skinner. They started exploring all types of different countries, different environments, and people to hunt down so they can get more info on Skinner. They met Skinner's grandma. Axel sends them a message.
You see me in there? Remember this face. I'm coming after you. Your ass is mine!
When you're looking at this show, in most of the environments, it has a cyberpunk cowboy bebop type of vibe to it. And for some reason, it works. You get the fist fight, bad guys trying to use whores, drugs, they do money laundering. We get to see epic shots where they're flying in the sky, trying to duke it out. They went on a ship dropping gang members, cults are being formed, sacrificing human beings. Just absolutely psycho behavior coming from a man that was supposed to be a saint. Within this team full of smart people, Axel, the 23-year-old who's at his peak in terms of physicality, with the hops is the only person that makes every mission interesting. Him not being the smartest guy on the team, he has this reckless, aggressive behavior combined with his bravado makes things go down. This whole group is just boring. One is a hacker, but she's just swiping her screen and reporting information. The hot bitch with an attitude is just annoying. She kicked him out of the car because he was supposed to serve 800 years in jail without hearing his side of the story and the reason why he has 800 years. Like, if an individual has 800 years, there must be something weird going on. The kid is just useless for the most part. He got caught immediately in their first mission. Black guy is just too strict. He's just way too serious. He doesn't take jokes very well. And he's also kind of fake because in some scenes, he tries to act tough.
What? You scared or something?
Absolutely not.
You don't have to act all tough in front of me.
Axel is the only person that can do all the jumps, all the parkours. He's really honest, he's really chill. He can make things go down with his CSGO B-hops. I love the Cowboy Bebop fights, and some of the fights in there are some of my favorites until this day. This show has a lot of resemblance of it during the fight scenes. A lot of the punches that they be throwing hits right. Anime has this thing where they use weapons, they use magic, and when they throw hands, it's just nonsense. Nothing really makes sense. But hand-to-hand combat like this, where they're using the environment around them to move around, every punch that they throw, it can make you feel the impact, the damage that it does to the body. The smoothness of the animation combined with the OST makes it probably one of the best fight of the year. They're using different forms of martial arts movements to get an upper hand on the enemy. As dysfunctional as these group of people are, they are very smart with the way that they approach problems. If they want to get into a specific part of the club, they use scummy tactics to lure people in to get the pass that they want. When the time comes, every character will have a role to play. Yes, even the dumbass kid, he should be in juvie, not trying to compete with the next Einstein. All the characters seem to be somewhat smart, and it's proven with how they tackle problems that comes along the way. Being able to have characters think is something a lot of shows just don't know how to do. And when I say think, I don't mean taking revenge or being able to solve a simple problem. Having questions like, oh, how do we take down this whole entire cult? How do we sneak into this place? How do we track down Dr. Skinner? These questions would take episodes, and some of the questions can take the whole entire season, keeping the audience engaged with every new environment you go into. There's always something new to see. We get to see the desert, the ocean, the club, the psycho that's about to kill all of them. There's other big questions that the audience wants to know, like why is Skinner doing all this? Hiding his face behind thousands of bodies. How's he able to do all this? Why not just let people continue using the drugs? Why not create a better drug? Why can't you let this man delete his browser history? The greatest shows of all time has these type of questions for people to connect with. A series that deserves an award isn't a better version of an isekai trash, because that's what Soul Loving is, a better version of SAO. It has to have all the elements coming together to make it the best. Is Lazarus perfect? No. Can it be predictable sometimes? Absolutely. But with how anime is this year, most of it is just bringing back old good shows, but it's unique and good enough to be called one of the best.